Happy Monday. I was thinking about how a lot of people ask me, why did you become an entrepreneur? And mine is complex. When I was working in the corporate world at a marketing agency here locally, on one of our company building days, she went around and asked people, what do you want to be doing in 5 years? Like, what do you want your role to look like? After going to film school and my first job being a social media manager at that company, my answer felt obvious: creative director. I was kind of last in line while people were kind of calling out what they wanted to do. So I had some time to think about it. As I was sitting there listening to other people's answers, it was literally like the scene in Finding Nemo with all the seagulls where they're like, mine, 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 mine. But it was actually like creative director, creative director, creative director. And in that moment, I was like, is this just like what I should be doing? It's the obvious next step. But the more I thought about it, the more I was like, I don't think that really aligns with what I want to be doing. Finally, it becomes my turn and I'm scrambling. I'm like, shit, I have to come up with an answer here. And I have no effing clue what I want to do in 5 years. And I just blurt out the first thing that comes to my mind, which is I want to be a thought leader. I want to have more of a presence here locally and even nationally. I want to be a speaker and do all the crazy shit that I'm so afraid to do, and I want to have an impact on people. Now, everyone looked at me at that point. I was the youngest in the company at the time. I think I was 22 or 23, and here I am saying something way bigger than the rest of them. Not just a role, but a brand. So it was never something I had thought about before, but for some reason I was drawn to it. So instead of doing anything about it, I stuck at the company, got some more experience. I got promoted to be the marketing strategist of a team. I had a brief stint at a financial firm. At that point, I was still unfulfilled. And so when the time came to start my own business, I jumped on it. I realized, you know what? This is what I've always wanted to do. I didn't even know that about myself. I never thought I could. I did it and it was the best decision I ever made. And I think that's a lot of times what people struggle with is like, what's that job that I need now? What's the thing that I need to do now to prepare me for the future me? Building your personal brand is really important because if you have a future goal to be something or to do something or to make an impact on a group of people, the best way to get in front of them is to build your personal brand, to do the things that are scary and not be afraid to speak up. Because if we don't speak up, we're doing a disservice to the world. Because each of us has a voice and there's an audience for everything, I'm telling you. So to wrap this up, I just hope that you find that thing that you're really passionate about. And sometimes it's not the thing that you feel like you should be doing, but it's that thing that calls you for some weird reason. You don't necessarily know why. For me, at that time, I was a horrible public speaker, didn't have a whole lot of confidence or even experience, but it's not always about what you already know. It's about your potential to learn. So think about that role that you want to build or that person you want to be or the impact you want to have in whatever community. And know that I'm here to help you build that presence and get in front of people online. So I'm really passionate about it, not just personal branding, but I'm passionate about people doing what they really want to do in life and being fearless, not fearful. So let's do it together.